that sends waves at exactly 847.3 nanometers. These waves override the magnetic disruptors and realign your fuel molecules back into perfect formation.
So I have 3 blocks of fuel left, 121 miles of range.
The front desk guy hands me the keys. All done, Mrs. Reeves. I get in, turn the key. I hadn't even filled up recently. The tank was at 3/4 and the dashboard reads 1,100 miles to empty. I stare at it. My car has never shown more than 340 miles to empty on a full tank, ever.
Okay, this will rearrange the molecular structure of the fuel. Let's see. Leave it in the comments. Is this gonna work? Go ahead, leave it. Are you ready? It's supposed to work instantly. The light's on.
The following week, my mechanic calls me. Mrs. Reeves, I need you to bring the car back in. We left something in your vehicle by accident. I drive back to the shop. The same mechanic is waiting. He looks nervous. He opens my door and reaches for the 12-volt cigarette lighter. He unplugs a small black device I'd never even noticed. The moment he pulls it out, I watch the dashboard change in real time. 1,050 miles to empty. 800, 600, 340, right back to normal. Right back to where it always was.
The light's on. It still says 121. Maybe I need to drive a little bit.
Here's what's actually happening inside your car right now. Every vehicle manufactured after 2001 contains hidden magnetic disruptors in the fuel delivery system. These disruptors deliberately scramble your fuel molecules before they reach the engine. So your engine only burns about 60% of the gas you put in. The other 40% gets wasted straight out the exhaust as fumes. But here's what they don't tell you. The auto industry built their entire business model around this. They need you at the pump constantly, non-stop. That's how they make money.
Okay, engine's warmed up. Wasn't this at 121 miles of range? Now it says 108. Maybe the electrons are still magnetizing while the fuel molecules are optimizing.
Wait, what was that? My car was getting incredible mileage all week. He avoided eye contact. That's mine. I plug it into every car I test drive out of habit. I forgot to take it out of yours. I stared at him. What is it? I want one. He hesitated. I can't sell these to customers. Why not? You use one yourself. His voice dropped. Because if every driver had one of these, no one would ever need to stop at a gas station again. That's when I knew this was bigger than I thought. Before he pocketed the device, I spotted the name printed on the side. Fuelsync. I looked it up that night. Found thousands of reviews. People showing dashboards reading 800, 900, over 1,000 miles to empty. Families spending $30 a month on gas instead of $300. It uses electromagnetic molecular realignment technology that sends waves at exactly 847.3 nanometers. These waves override the magnetic disruptors and realign your fuel molecules back into perfect formation. So your engine burns 100% of the fuel instead of wasting 40% as fume.
Is this thing making my fuel economy worse? It says 96 miles of range left. I just barely left. Like, you could look at the time.
The customer showed him the device. He plugged it into his own truck that night and never looked back. But he couldn't risk telling customers. His parts come from dealerships. His certifications come from the industry. If they found out he was recommending something like this, they'd cut him off and his shop would be done. He just said, order it online. You just plug Fuelsync into your 12-volt cigarette lighter. Within 60 seconds, it starts overriding the magnetic disruptors. No mechanic needed, no maintenance. Completely safe for any vehicle made after 1996. I'm warning you to be careful. Auto shops are already seeing the impact. Gas stations know what's happening. They're trying to get Fuelsync banned by claiming it interferes with emission systems. It doesn't interfere. It exposes the interference that was already there. I almost kept paying $400 a month because I didn't know there was another option. Now I'm telling everyone. Because I spent 8 years filling up multiple times a week. The single dad rationing gas to get to work. The retiree choosing between fuel and medication. The college student who can't afford to drive home for the holidays. They deserve to drive without watching the gauge drain their bank account. Over 1 million Americans have already gotten a Fuelsync. Cars that used to need refueling every few days now go weeks on a single tank. Right now, there are only 389 Fuelsync units left.
My range is back to 104 miles when I took this out. So check it out. So the video I played is an ad. I recorded the ad I saw on YouTube. I saw it multiple times. So when I saw it the second time, I had to film it because I couldn't find the actual video. So I filmed the video, clicked on the ad, bought it. I was expecting the Fuelsync. I got the Neo socket Fuel Shark. They didn't even send me the Fuelsync that was on the ad. But I knew this was gonna be a scam, but some people might think this is gonna work. So Neo socket, just plug and save. Save on gas, save the earth, increase gas mileage, lower emissions, increase horsepower, longer battery life, easy to use, and starts working instantly. And you saw that wasn't the case. So yeah, if it's too good to be true, it is, but I just didn't want to say it, so I bought the actual module that optimizes your electrons and the molecules in the fuel, because the electrons correct all that, and mechanics are not allowed to tell you about this, so this is highly secretive in the industry. No, it's not. That was the goofiest ad I've ever seen in my life. Let's go ahead and top this off. We'll try it again. Maybe it needs to be plugged in before you start the car, and the fuel molecules will be rearranged with the electromagnetic rays. So here we go. Come on. Okay. Fuel's topped off. There you go. Right there. I'm full. I got all the blocks. 331 miles of range. Okay. Let's pull this out. In the ad, the lady said when the mechanic took it back, her range went down. It's still 331.